What's up, YouTube? This is Rock Combo, and today I'm bringing you another sub game. This is episode 3 of Grading the Sub, and this guy is KO2 special. He's ranked 486 when I played him, so he's definitely a good opponent. And let me get started here. I took Florida State. He took Notre Dame, and look at this nice run, the first play of the game. That calls for instant replay anytime you score on the first play, and making some nice little moves here. I don't know if you could see before I slowed it down in this instant replay, but it was a little bit laggy at the start of this game, which is going to happen on online play, no matter how good of a connection you feel you have. And so when I came out in a run play, and I wanted to kind of get a feel for how he was going to start out the game, if he was going to blitz heavy or play coverage D and all that stuff. And also when it's laggy, I like to start out a little bit slower on offense, not try to make too big of a mistake, because every possession counts in this game. So I got a nice run on the first possession, and he got a touchdown. And then he drove down the field, and I think because of the pressure he had to throw, he was using the shotgun tight play action wide receiver cross that I posted, and that X route gets open, but he threw it too soon. I believe it was because of my pressure got there a little fast. Right here, this was just an unfortunate break for him. As you'll see, he had a couple bad breaks at the beginning of the game. Like that first run probably shouldn't have been a touchdown run. It was just a couple missed tackles or bad AI or bad, whatever. And then that one was just supposed to be like a 15-yard completion, turned into a touchdown. And then right here, I get a CPU fumble. As Addy would say, I am the strip button. But but anyway, so but I'll take my breaks when I can get them. And whenever I play y'all, I'm definitely going to try to play as close to tournament style as I can most of the time. I want to give y'all my best shot, and that's the only way I feel like y'all can learn. And whenever I do these film room or grading series or whatever you want to call it, it's going to vary from playing really good opponents, playing average players, and playing a little below average players, because all of y'all are in different skill level. And so if I post a blowout or post a close game, I'm not like picking and choosing what sub game I'm going to play and whatnot. It's like, whenever I play y'all, and if I record it, which most of the time I'm going to be, I'll post it, win or lose, because I guarantee you, I've lost to a couple of y'all earlier in the year before I started doing this. So I'm definitely not unbeatable or anything like that, but I'm definitely, I feel like one of the better players out there, and I can score with the best of them. And so so he had a couple unlucky breaks and went down 21-6, and he messaged me after the game and said after that fumble I kind of gave up, which is something I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that from my subs. I don't want to hear y'all say y'all gave up or whatever, because y'all are going to get bad breaks in games, like not every game in real life or in this game. As you see this sick one-hand grab. Is this a Sports Center top 10 play of the year or what? I think this is almost as good as the flip as the Bengals receiver did in the end zone and got the top play for all those weeks. Look at this. Boom! Look at that one-hand grab right there to end the half, or with only like 20 seconds left, and I get a pick right there. But man, that catch was awesome. But back to getting bad breaks or whatnot. Well, hold on for that second. So I did that play, but he saw what I was going to do, and he went there to guard it, which was good on his behalf. But there's two routes just like that. So I was like, well, I'm going to go to the RB route, and he played pretty much the same coverage, and so I was able to get a touchdown to end the half, which was a heartbreaker. And this guy he really is a solid player. Some of my blitzes, I think, got to him and got in his head, and that fumble really definitely got in his head. As I'm sitting here, and he's coverage D. Like, coverage D is very tough in this game to work, but it worked there because my dumb receiver didn't. Oh my god, I can't believe we just hit him right on the helmet. It is what it is, though. As he has a nice pass there. But you can't. But back on topic to what I was saying earlier, is y'all can't just give up or play stupid because a couple bad things. That was a nice little drag route right there on his half. But you can't just give up. You can't just give up after a couple bad breaks and you're down a couple touchdowns, especially when it's in the first quarter. That's just way too early. Not necessarily like that he gave up, but that's when you need to focus even harder and really lock in and turn off your music or do whatever, mute people in the party, especially Cold World 9. He's got that rage fest going, trying to get those Moabs infected. But yeah, so you just have to. That's when you really need to focus harder, and the competitor of you needs to come out, especially if you're playing a game, a ranked game, a big time game, as you would say. So yeah, he was definitely a good opponent. This formation gave me some fits. There's some things he needed to work on. He's definitely no slouch, and he's put some beatings on some people. He's ranked 486 for a reason. But I feel like I played really good D this game. I felt like I was really locked in. And right there, unfortunate. He had some bad breaks. That wasn't just an overthrow touchdown. And right there, that was that little screen pass that I showed y'all out of the I-form slot. I guess here's the blast right here. This is a really nice little formation. I like to mix it in throughout the game, not too much, but I definitely like to mix it in. But he's sending a nice little blitz there. Like he has some good blitzes and stuff, but for the most part, I've seen pretty much everything that people have to offer at this point, and so it's just about making adjustments on offense. But that'll wrap up the game. And for his offense, I'm giving him a grade of a C+. His strengths was he had some good route combos, a nice little flex bone, and he mixed in his formation as well, which kept me off balance. But his weaknesses, I felt, were his execution. He had some nice plays drawn up, but he didn't execute. He didn't block properly. And then a lack of a vertical game, meaning even though he had one touchdown deep, but I felt like throughout the whole game he didn't utilize the deep pass. And he needs to work on his user catching. But on to his defense. I gave his defense a C- because even though he had some nice blitzes and mixed up coverage D and blitzes pretty well, I never felt hurried on offense or felt like he could stop me or slow me down. His run D was weak out of those shotgun runs. He needs to work on a run defense. And then also he needs to take away my first read a little bit better. So I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll see y'all on the sticks.